Good morning, dear students. In the yesterday's class, we began the lesson, the concept, and we discussed in that lesson up to 1 to 5th paragraph. In those paragraphs, we come on to know that there was a boy, his age was only 15, and he was suffering by a horrible disease. That disease was cancer. That means he was suffering by a horrible disease, cancer. Okay, and then his sister, her name was Smita, who read the newspaper. In that newspaper, there was a report was published. That report was Pandit Ravi Shankar and his team. Tomorrow they will perform their concert in the Shanmugananda auditorium. Okay. Then both they were very eager to went there, but unfortunately he was suffering by the disease, cancer, and he was not able to go to there. And then during that situation, Smita suffered a lot by her brother's disease. But anyhow, she just wanted to go there and instead of her brother. But her brother was very eager to go to there. But he was not able to go to there. So during that situation, while he was suffering by the cancer, but before that he was a very talented boy. Who was a very talented boy? We know that thing in the yesterday's class. Anant was the talented boy. How you are say he was the very talented boy? First point, he was the fastest runner and best table tennis player in the school. And second one, both they were learning to play the sitar, but he was better than her as in many other things. And the third point, he was already able to compose his own tunes to the astonishment of their Guru. By these points, we firmly said that Anant was a talented boy. Okay, we learned those aspects or those things in the yesterday's class that they were learned in the paragraphs 1 to 5. Let us continue this lesson from the 6th paragraph now. Actually, they were their native place is Gaganpur, but they went to Bombay for Anand's treatment, and they were stayed in their relatives' house. During that situation, whenever they came to Bombay, the family stayed with Aunt Sushila. Their relative was there in Bombay or Mumbai. Her name was Sushila. Whenever they came to Bombay, they stayed with their aunt Sushila. Her apartment was not big. I already told in the previous class what is the meaning of apartment. Whenever they came to Bombay, they stayed with her aunt Sushila. Her apartment was not big, but there was always room for them because their aunt Sushila was a so generous woman, so generous lady. So whenever they came to Mumbai, they always stayed in her house or with her house. So our apartment was not big, but there was always room for them. They had come with high hopes in the miracles of modern science. Whenever they came to Bombay for Anand's treatment, they had come with high hopes, that hopes in the miracles of modern science. Here the miracles of modern science means here whether that suffered boy or suffering boy was will be cured by the modern science achievement or modern science adventure. So whenever they came to Mumbai or Bombay, they had come with high hopes in the miracles of modern science. The thing is here, the intention is here like this, whether he will be cured by the miracles of modern science or by the help of science, he may cured by his disease. They had high hopes regarding to that matter. They told themselves that Anand would be cured at the hospital. It showed their optimistic nature towards their little boy. Whenever they came to Bombay, they told themselves that Anand would be cured. He would be cured at the hospital and he would be again walk. He would be again walk and run and even take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament. So whenever they came to Bombay, they felt that he may be or he would be cured by the modern science and Anand would be cured at the hospital and he would be walk and run and even take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament or matches. So it showed their optimistic nature or hope regarding to the Anand's suffering and regarding to the miracles of modern science. And he would be play the sitar and perhaps would be a great sitarist one day. He would be not only walk, not only run and take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament, but also he would be play the sitar. He would be play the sitar one day, perhaps would be a great sitarist. He would be play the sitar and would be the great sitarist one day. So they had their hope about his curedness. So he may be cured or he would be cured by the miracles of modern science and then he walk, run and take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament. But not only that, he would play the sitar and perhaps would be a great sitarist one day. So they had their optimistic nature towards their children. So it showed their hope about his curedness. But the condition grew worse with each passing day, and the doctors at the cancer hospital said, but day by day his situation or his condition, the condition of the health grew worse. That means he was not looking good. He was not cured by the miracles of modern science by the day by day. So his condition grew worse with each passing day, and the doctors at the cancer hospital said, take him home. When they known the truth that he would not be cured by the miracles of modern science, they suggested his parents like this: take him home and give him the things he likes. That means you should or you must fulfill his all ambitions what he wanted. They suggest like this: take him home and fulfill his desires what he likes, indulge him, satisfied him, and they knew then that the boy had not many days to live. Why they were suggest their parents like this? Because they knew the thing that the boy had not many days to live. So when they were come to know this point, they suggest to their parents or Anand's parents like this: take him home and indulge him and give him the things he likes. So they suggested them like this. They laughed and smiled when the doctors suggested them to look at him very nicely or very good. So when they suggested like this, during those holidays or during those days in the house, they laughed and smiled with him. They laughed and smiled with him or in front of him and talked and surrounded Anand with whatever made him happy. Their intention was here, just they wanted to make him happy. So they wanted to give the things what he likes and just indulge him. So they fulfilled his every need and gave whatever he asked for. So whatever he asked to eat or anything, they just fulfilled his desires. And now he was asking to go to the concert. Now his desire was to just he also wanted to go to the concert. Whether he was succeeded during his desire or not, we shall know that point laterly paragraphs. So, and now he was asking to go to the concert. The chance of a lifetime, he was saying. Once when he was heard the news which was said by his sister, then he replied that we mustn't miss the chance. It is a chance of a lifetime. So the chance of a lifetime, he was saying. The thing is here, he was not wanted to miss that opportunity. When he had that desire in his mind, his mother just suggested him like this: when you are better, his mother said, this is not the last time they are going to play. So they are going to play many concerts. This is not the last day to play. So whenever you cured by the disease, you may go and enjoy the concert. This is the last time they are going to play. So Anand's mother just wanted to console his desire or just wanted to convince him that he was not able to go to the concert. When Smita thoughtlessly looked at those circumstances, then she stood at the window. What is this stood? It is the past tense form of stand. It is the past tense form of stand. So, whenever they talked about his worst condition, just she stood at the window looking at the traffic. Her eyes filled with tears. That means she was very grieved. She was very grateful. That means she had very pain in her heart. That pain, the reason for that pain was her brother was not come to the concert. So her eyes filled with tears. Her mother whispered. During that time, during that situation, Smita's mother just whispered. Whispered means here say in a low voice. Say in a low voice. So, Smita's mother whispered, but you, Smita, just she had suggested to her daughter, you, Smita, you must go. You are not suffering by any disease. So, you must go, but not your brother. Your father will take you. Just she suggested to Smita, you will go, your father will take you. She just answered or she just replied to her daughter like this. When she was alone with Aunt Sushila, Smita cried out in a choked voice. When with her aunt Sushila, she just tried to weeping. So now how can I? Just she questioned to her aunt Sushila, how can I, aunt? We have always done things together, Anant and she. So this showed that Smita was not eager to go to that concert alone. That means why she was not able to go to the concert alone means they have always done things togetherly. Whatever they wanted to done the things, they done the things togetherly. So she would not like to alonely go to the concert. During that situation, her aunt Sushila suggested to her like this, a walk in the park might make you feel better. And Smita was grateful for her suggestion. So, a walk in the park might make you feel better. When you walk in the park, you may feel better. So, you go and walk in the park. She suggested Smita like this, and for that suggestion, Smita was very grateful to her. In the park, when she was went to the park, in that park, the peoples were doing their activities. Here, very 2-mark question will be arise for this concept. That question is like this: what were the activities that the people in the park were doing? So the question may be like asked maybe like this. So for that question, what the activities were done by the people who are in the park? So we look at them, what the activities they were done in the park. In the park, the people were walking. In the park, the people were walking and they were running and playing ball. They were walking, running and playing ball, doing yogic exercises, and feeding the ducks. Whenever they brought the groundnuts or so and so, they just wanted to feed them to the ducks which were in the park. So that is they were very busy to feeding the ducks and eating roasted gram and peanuts. While they were in the park, just they wanted to eat some snacks while they were in the park. So these were the activities they were done while they were in the park. The activities which were made by them in the park were they were walking, running and doing yogic exercises, playing with the ball and feeding the ducks and eating roasted gram and peanuts. Smita felt alone in their midst. While she was alone in their midst, she felt very lonely. She was lost in her thoughts because her hope or her mindset was not good during that situation. So she was lost in her thoughts because of her worrying. Suddenly, during that situation, suddenly a daring thought, that means a beautiful thought came to her mind, and as she hurried home, she said to herself, why not? That plan was, that daring thought was, there is no harm in trying it. So just something was felt in her mind. So it is, there is no harm in trying to it. She felt like this. It would be nice to go to the concert. She was ready to go to the concert. I don't know when we will get another opportunity to hear Pandit Ravi Shankar. She said to her mother later, and her father agreed to get the tickets for that Shanmugananda auditorium. So she don't know when she will get another opportunity to hear or see Pandit Ravi Shankar. She said to her mother later. So her father was agreed to get the ticket for Smita to go to the concert. So the next day, as Smita and her father was leaving for the concert, her brother smiled and said, enjoy yourself. When they were ready to leave their home for the concert, her brother smiled and said, enjoy yourself. Though the words came out in painful gasps, he said to her, lucky you, because she had get the opportunity to go to the concert. So he told to his sister like this, enjoy yourself, though the words came out in painful gasps, lucky you. He was very trying to difficult to breathe in. But during that situation, he just wished her very well and enjoyed herself. 11th para. Sitting beside her father in the gallery means the auditorium's allotted sitting seats. So while they were sitting in the gallery, Smita heard as in a dream the thundering welcome the audience gave the great master. When the audience were sitting in the Shanmugananda auditorium, the great maestro of sitar, who was he? Pandit Ravi Shankar and his team members were entered into that auditorium. When they were entered into that auditorium, the people or the audience gave the great thundering welcome to them. That means they were just wanted to welcome them. Then the first notes came over the air, and Smita felt as if the gates of enchantment and wonder were opening. While she was listening and seeing the concert, she was feeling very happy for that. Spellbound, she listened to the unfolding ragas, the slow plaintive notes, the fast twinkling ones, but all the while the plan she had decided on the evening before remained firmly in her mind. So, her aim was here something in her mind. So, she had not forgotten that task. The chance of a lifetime, she heard Anand's voice in every beat of the tabla. So, whenever the tabla beater beat the tabla, Anand's voice or Anand's said voice or words, it is a chance of a lifetime. His voice in every, she heard his voice in every beat of the tabla. Tabla means it is a kind of musical instrument or supporting instrument. The concert came to an end, and the audience gave the artists a standing ovation. Ovation means here enthusiastic clapping by the audience who stand up from their seats as a sign of their appreciation. So, when they saw and when they heard the beautiful concert, when it was ended, they stand up and gave their very large claps standingly to the great maestros. So, the concert came to an end, and the audience gave the artists a standing ovation. When they saw that concert, just they wanted to shout their gratitude towards the great maestros. After the completion of that concert, a long-moustached man made a long, boring speech. After the completion of the concert, a long-moustached man who made a long, boring speech. Who made the long, boring speech here? A long-moustached man. Then followed the presentation of buckets. Buckets means the group of flowers when they wanted to give them to the maestros. So, followed the presentation of buckets, then more applause, and the curtain came down. When the concert was closed or when that was ended, the curtain came down. The people began to move towards the exits. That means the people who were sitting in the Shanmukananda auditorium, after the completion of the concert, just they wanted to go to their native places or homes through the exit doors. Now was the time. Now, what the thing was Smita felt in her mind. Now was the time Smita wriggled her way. She come forward through the crowds towards the stage. When the people were just wanted to go to their homes from the exit doors, but Smita is here just wanted to go to the stage. Then she went off the steps that led to the wings her heart beating was loudly. During that situation, her heart beating was very high. So that means she was in the tension moment or tension situation. In the wings, a small crowd had gathered to talk about the evening concert, to help carry buckets and teacups and instruments. During that time, she just wanted to go to the stage. He was there standing with the man who played the tabla for him, the great wizard of music. His name was Ustad Allah. Who was Ustad Allah Raka here? Ustad Allah Raka was a tablaist who made his tabla beat to the help of that concert or to help to the Ravi Shankar. He was Ustad Allah Raka. So the writer here told about him. Standing with the man who played the tabla for him, the great wizard of music. Wizard means here a person who is especially good at some art or achievement. So he was just a wizard of music, Ustad Allah Raka, the great tablaist. Her knees felt weak. Her whole body was shivering. That means knees felt weak. Especially her knees felt weak. Her tongue dry. Her tongue was also dry. That means by that consequence or by that tension, her knees were shivering and her throat was became dry. But she went up and standing before them like this with her folding hands. Oh, sir, she burst out. While she was shivering with her whole body, she went up to the stage and said to them, sir, she burst out. Yes, when they heard her voice, yes, what did you want? What did you want? They just questioned to her. He asked questioningly but kindly. During that time, she said her whole story. That means she said her brother's very ill condition came pouring out. The story of her brother who lay sick at home and of how he longed to hear him and the Ustad play. So she said the whole things in front of them. So the story of her brother who lay sick at home. Here in English, 2 6 are then there. One is SIKH and another one is SICK. SIKH and SICK. This SIKH, this SICK, those were same by their pronouns because they are homophones, but they have their different meaning and different spellings. So this Sikh is here a kind of religion, especially the Punjabians, Sikhar. So they were called as Sikhs. They are called as Sikhs. This Sikh means here illness. That means disease. Illness or disease. So she said all the things in front of them, how her brother wanted to launched to hear him and Ustad Allah Raka play. When they heard her story, that long moustached man said his expression towards her, little girl, said the long moustached man who had made the long boring speech. And then he added and he continued, Panditji is a busy man. That means Panditji was not a simple person. He was a busy man. You must not bother him with such request. You do not want to make him bore or make him upset by requested like so. So you must not bother him with such request. That means he told to Smita that you did not make them disturb. But Pandit Ravi Shankar smiled and motioned him to be quiet. Just he pointed out to him, just keep his mouth silence. And he returned to Ustad Sahib and said, what shall we do, Ustad Sahib? What shall we do for our brother's ambition? Just he asked a question to Ustad Allah Raka. The Ustad moved the weight of palm from one cheek to another. Tomorrow morning we perform for the boy. Yes, he said. Sir, if you want, tomorrow morning we will perform for that boy. So, yes, Panditji replied and the program was settled down. The program was settled down. What was the program here? The program was by the next day, just they were ready to, or they just agreed to went to Aunt Sushila's house and performed their concert for the sake of the boy. It was a very excited Smita who came home late at that night. Anant was still awake and breathing the oxygen from the cylinder. When they were returned to their home in the late night of that day, Anant was still awaking, breathing the oxygen from the cylinder. Did you hear him? Did you saw him? He was much more exaggerated. So he asked to his sister, did you hear him? Did you see him? That means, did you hear the music of Pandit Ravi Shankar? Did you see him? He just asked a question to his sister. I did, she replied, and she spoke to him, and they will come tomorrow morning with the tabla ustad, and they will play for him. She said all things in front of her brother. And the following morning, Aunt Sushila's neighbors saw two men getting out of a taxi which pulled off outside their block. They could not believe their eyes, because the persons who came to Aunt Sushila's house, they were not the simple persons, but they were the greatest persons in regarding to their fates. So when they came to Aunt Sushila's house through the taxi, the neighbors of the Aunt Sushila, they could not believe their eyes. It is not possible. They just expressed their appreciation about them. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Raka went to the wooden staircase and knocked swiftly on the door of Aunt Sushila's apartment. Just when they came to Aunt Sushila's house, they softly knocked on the Aunt Sushila's apartment door. They went in, sat down on the divan cot by the window and played for the boy, surrounding him with a great and beautiful happiness, as light went out of him gently, very gently. When they came to Aunt Sushila's house and sat on the cot near to the window, just they were performing their concert in front of the boy. While the boy was listening or seeing them, just his soul went away by his body. So his last ambition was fulfilled by his parents during the time while Anant was hearing them and seeing them. He went away or passed away by his body, or his soul was passed away by his body. It means he was no more while he was hearing and seeing the concert of Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Raka. So, dear children, it is the true story, but all the names except Pandit Ravi Shankar's and Ustad Allah Raka's have been changed. So, it is the real story like as the Roma Teresa, which is in the lesson of there is a girl by the track, by the side of the tracks. So, it is also a real story, but all the names of this lesson were changed except Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Raka. So, it is the story of the concert, the story of Anant, why he was suffering and was he able to fulfill his last ambition or not. So, it is the story of this lesson. If you have any query regarding to this lesson, please ask me. Otherwise, I will finish this lesson. If you have any query or doubts regarding to this lesson, no. Okay, let us end this lesson now. This lesson is now ended, and take the homework questions which are given in the page number 92. Question number third one. That question is in share your responses. Third question, which is in page number 92. Why does the writer use the word regard to describe Smita's movement? That one. And next one, sixth one, do you think the response of the artist was unusual? If not, why? And third and last question, the seventh, the question is here, 7. The neighbors could not believe their eyes. Why do you think they felt like this? So, when you came to the next class, we write your answers for these 3 questions as homework. Okay, so let us end this lesson, the concert, which is about Anant, Smita and Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Raka. Shall we stop it now? Okay, thank you.